Hey guys, Gathering the Magic back again, and it's time for episode 2 of the Splinterlands Market Watch. It's May 25th, 2024. So we're going to look at all the different prices of land, plots, tracts, regions. We're going to look at time crystal prices and just how the overall land market is looking. So looking at land plots, so with it being episode 2, we can compare to where we were 2 weeks ago. So land has come down in price. Hard to believe that 2 weeks ago on the marketplace, land was going for $38 for an unclaimed plot. Now it's down to under 20 at 1945. There's 139 plots available, and over on Hive, the lowest price we have is 1974, which is a big drop from 2 weeks ago when it was right around 36. Looking at land tracts, really hasn't changed at all, with the exception of there's one fewer track available in the marketplace. So still 6,000 per track. There's 3 available. There was 4 available a couple weeks ago. And then looking at regions, same thing, not really any change. There's just one listed on the marketplace for $88,888.88. So that hasn't changed at all. Looking at time crystals, price is basically the same. We're looking at 5 cents per time crystal. If you were to purchase them directly from the store, there'd be 100 DEC. Right now, they're currently at just under 59 DEC a piece, right around 5 cents. And then next is totem fragments. So your totem fragment prices, these continue to fall as well. For quite a while, like common fragments that you would get from claiming your land would be right around $1. A couple weeks ago, they were 78 cents. Now they're down to 65. You can see there's a lot available, still over 270 available on the market. Looking at rares, we're right around $5, dipped slightly down to 475. Still a good amount of those, 80 on the market. And then looking at epic fragments, actually went up slightly, went up from 30 to just under $31. And your legendary fragments, and these you need 4 of to get a legendary totem. A couple weeks ago they were just over 200, now they're 175. Okay, looking at totems, your common totem currently is right around $7. A couple weeks ago, 8, so slight dip there. Rare totems are down to 42 from 47. Epic totems, 199, down from 219. And then legendary totems have really dropped. A couple weeks ago, people were asking 1850 for a legendary totem. Now they're asking 1,000. And totem claims are at, and the difference I found out between a totem claim and a totem. A totem you cannot put up for sale on Hive. These can only be used in game. A totem claim, you could get one of those and you could actually put it on Hive to try to, transfer it or sell it. So that's why the totem claims are a little bit more, or maybe I have that backwards. Maybe the claim is one you can put on Hive and the other one is bound to game. Totem claims, you're looking at 740 currently, just under 1,000 available. A couple weeks ago, right around $10, 940. Rares actually went up to $73.50, up from 60. Epic totem claims 395, up from 300. And legendary totem claim down to $777 from 1,200. Okay, so those are your totems. And now let's look at land plots. And like we did last time, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the 5 cheapest prices for all the different rarities, and we can compare them to how they were 2 weeks ago. So currently, the cheapest common natural plot is $13. 2 weeks ago, they ranged in price from $15 for the cheapest to $18.49. Now we're looking at $13 to $14.75. As you can see too, there's going to be just specific regions that a lot of these plots are available for sale. So they're not available in every region. There's probably 6 to 10 regions that you're going to see a lot of plots for sale. So one of the ones you're going to see a lot for sale is in region 140. So there's 2 available there for 13 bucks, a river and a swamp. $14 in region 69. There's 12 available there. 8 tundras, 3 forests, and a swamp. Then you're looking at $14.50 again in region 140. 2 swamps there. In region 13 for $14.69 you can find 2 jungles. And for $14.75 in region 50, there's actually 24 plots available at that price. So if you're looking to get a lot of cheap plots in a certain region, looks like region 50, where you've got mountains, swamps, jungles, and calderas. Looking at rare land, a couple weeks ago, they ranged pretty tight range between $24 and $27 for a rare natural. Now your cheapest, there's actually one available for $20, and that is in region 60. That's a plains. So that will be one that will be able to produce grain when 2.0 comes out. After that, it jumps from 20 to 25. You can see the regions here. Quite a few available in region 12. There's 15 available. Badlands and calderas. There are 6 plots available in region 20 or in region 69 for $27. 5 tundras and a single forest. So you'll notice a lot of the plots that look like they're available for sale are tundras, and I also noticed a lot of badlands and calderas. So $28 is the next cheapest in region 140. There is a swamp available there. And then finally, the 5th cheapest price for a natural rare is in region 69 again, $29. 9 available, tundras again, but there's also 3 forests and a swamp. Looking at epics. Epics 2 weeks ago ranged from 80 to 125, come down to $72.50 as your cheapest epic. And the 5th cheapest is $100, so that range has come down. Region 50 has 4 epics available, 2 swamps, a bog, and a river. Next is $74 in region 18. There's a mountain. In region 12 for 80 bucks, there are 4 plots available. You can see again, badlands and calderas seem to be the ones that people are trying to sell the most of. And then next, just under $100, there is a plains in region 86. And then there's 4 different plots available for $100. Okay, and next we're going to look at legendaries. So a couple weeks ago, $360 to $400 for a legendary natural plot. I remember a few months ago, these were, $800 to $1,000. So we've really come down in price. And we've come down in price in the last 2 weeks. So the cheapest was $360. Now you're looking at $250. So $250. There's one available in region 59, a lake. So once again, this will be one that will be able to produce grain. There's 1 plot available in region number 1 for $275, a river. Then next for just under $340, there's a swamp in region 25. And then these 2, the ones at $360 and $369, they were also available 2 weeks ago. So those are still up for sale. Okay, so that's it for the natural plots. Now we're going to look at magical. A couple weeks ago, the cheapest plot was 28 bucks. Pretty much stayed in that range. We're still looking at $30. So $30 are your cheapest magical plots. You can see in region 12, there's a total of 5 available. And once again, the types, caldera and badland. The type doesn't really matter here because here you're going to be using it mainly for the magical type. So this is what's important. So there are 3 fire magic plots available and 2 death. If you're looking for a dragon plot for dragon magic, your cheapest one is in region 140 for $35. Next, for $39, there are more fire and death plots. There is 1 earth magic available for $39. That's the cheapest earth magic. Next, for $40, there is a Death Magic available in 140, and there's also one for $44 in 140. So not very many plots, as you can see, under $50 for the magical plots. And there's only certain types. So if you're looking like for life magic or for water magic, you're going to have to pay more than $44 if you're looking specifically for that type of magical plot. Okay, next is rare. So 2 weeks ago, they were between 40 and 50 for the cheapest 5. Now for the cheapest 5, you're looking at $45 to $78. I won't go through and read these all one by one. You'll be able to see the different types here. Once again, like 2 weeks ago, there is a wide variety of magical types in region 69 for $50. So I believe 2 weeks ago they had all the magical types here. So it looks like the one that is gone now is dragon. So there was a dragon plot available here 2 weeks ago for $50. That one is gone. After the $50 plots, there's 2 for $75 and then 3 for $78. Looking at magical epic, so you were looking at 135 to 288, and you can see it's pretty much the same plots available for sale as there were 2 weeks ago. The only real difference is there is one available in region 50 for 130. So just slightly cheaper than what was available 2 weeks ago, and that is for Earth Magic. And then for Legendary, I think this is the exact same list from 2 weeks ago. Last week it was 794 to 798. Same thing here. So there's one available at each of those prices in 5 different regions. You can see the regions listed here, and actually a good variety of magical types. So you've got 2 fire, an earth, a death, and a life that are available. So if you're looking for a magical legendary plot, it looks like it's still going to cost you right around $800. Now, finally, we're going to wrap up with the occupied plots. So occupied, I have seen some available from time to time for right around 100, 105. But at the time of recording the video, the cheapest price now is 111, and the 5th cheapest is 175. So a couple of these are the same as they were 2 weeks ago. The 112 and the 145, was the low and the high range. One cheaper now at 111 in region 139, and then your next two, rounding out number 4 and number 5, $169 in region 86 and $175 in region 137. Once again, the type really doesn't matter because these are primarily going to be used to harvest the essences. Rare occupied, you jump from 112 from a common being the cheapest to 159 from 2 weeks ago. So you went from 159 to basically $300 2 weeks ago. Now the cheapest is 175 for a rare occupied, and your 5th cheapest, you can see there's not very many of these available, is jumped up to $479. So if you're looking to pick one up under $290, there's 2 available in region 93. Next, for the epic occupied, 2 weeks ago we went from $775 up to $2,200. You can see the list is exactly the same, so nothing has changed for epic occupied. We're still in that same range. Total of 7 epic occupied available, same prices and in the same regions. And rounding it out with legendary, last week there was only 1 legendary occupied for sale. That was for $8,000 in region 53. That one is still available. 2 more are now up for sale. There's one in region 29 for $5,900 and one in region 85 for $6,000. So even with prices of cards and just assets in general in Splinterlands being low and drifting lower, still some of these people are not willing to let go of at lower prices. So there are some people that still think that going forward, these are going to be very, very desirable and expensive plots. Okay, so last couple things to look at is keeps and castles. A lot of keeps were up for sale this week. 2 weeks ago, they ranged from 1250 to 1500. Now the cheapest is actually there's a couple plots or a couple keeps under $1,000. There's one in Region 93. There's that number again, available for sale. There's also one available in Region 28 for 950. One keep available for $1,000 in Region 50. One in Region 12 for 1250, and then one for $1,480 in Region 53. And let's just look real quick. Let's look at keeps. As you can see, there is quite a list of keeps, even above that $1,500 mark. So there are a total of 22 keeps that are available for sale currently. And then for castles, a couple weeks ago, there were none. There's now actually 2 available for sale. Region 93 again, basically for $20,000, and one in Region 85 for $25,000. So overall, not a whole lot of change in movement. Some of the more expensive and rarer type of plots are still there, same prices. Overall, the thing that has changed the most are your unclaimed plots have really fallen in price. Basically almost a 50% drop from where they were 2 weeks ago. Don't know if these are going to continue to drift lower. I'm thinking maybe $15 might be the floor. You might see some claim plots, and they have appeared from time to time right around that $10 mark. Curious to see if the next 2 or 3 weeks, if there's really still no talk of land, and it doesn't sound like that's in the forefront on the team's roadmap right now, if land plots actually go under $10. And the thing that I'm looking at are the unclaimed land plots, the ones that are unsurveyed. If these continue to drift lower, like $15 or less, I think I might pick up some unclaimed plots. My strategy is if I can get like 10 of these at a pretty good price, when the next track or something opens up, you've basically got a 1 in 10 chance of picking up a keep. So might start picking these up. Not financial advice, but if these things go 15 or less, they're going to be very, very attractive, at least to me. Okay, guys, there you have it. So there's episode 2 of the Market Watch. Like I said, curious to see how these prices go over the next few weeks and months. We're going to update this every 2 weeks. So we're going to alternate. One weekend will be the Land Market Watch, and then the following week, next weekend, will be the Splinterlands Card Market Watch. So stay tuned for that next week. Hope you guys are doing well. And as always, stay the course, keep on forging, have fun. I'll see you soon. Take care.